Cars.com Auto Review.
Hi, I'm Mike Hanley with Cars.com. GMC's Terrain midsize SUV gets the Denali treatment for 2013 at an accompanying higher-end top price, but the bigger change and the more significant one is the newly available 3.6-liter V6 engine. That's a big improvement over the outgoing six-cylinder. The Terrain looks significantly different than its GM sibling, the Chevy Equinox. It's got a much blockier, squared-off look to it, and you can really see it in the wheel well openings, which are square compared to the rounded wheels, which is kind of a contrast. But with the Denali model, you get a new grille. It's got this kind of circular design theme to it, and a lot more chrome trim on the outside. Our test car had the optional 19-inch alloy wheels, and they look nice, but they exaggerate one of this vehicle's shortcomings, and that's its turning diameter. Normally around 40 feet, it swells to 42.5 feet when you get these wheels. And that compares to models like the Ford Edge and Nissan Murano that are around 39 feet when they have larger wheels. But you don't have to know the numbers when you're driving this car, because you can feel how big the turning circle is just when you're maneuvering it, trying to get into parking spaces. It's really noticeable. The prior generation V6 that was available in the Terrain never really offered the level of power we've come to expect from modern V6 engines, but that's changed with this new 3.6-liter V6. It's rated at 301 horsepower, 272 pounds-feet of torque, and that's 50 more pounds-feet of torque at a lower RPM than the outgoing engine offered. But what does that mean? That means acceleration is more forceful, it comes on easier, it really changes the dynamic of how this car drives. Fuel economy with all-wheel drive is still the same. It's rated at 16 city, 23 on the highway, and that trails by a little bit what you can get in an Edge or a Murano with their 3.5-liter V6s. With the Denali, you get certain upscale cues, and that includes a soft-touch dashboard with real stitching, but I would have liked to have seen that soft-touch material go on the door sills, which are still hard plastic. Other changes include a leather-wrapped steering wheel and embossed logos on the seats. The Terrain's center control panel requires a bit of studying because it's not the most intuitive layout, though it is easier to get a handle on compared to a model like a Buick LaCrosse. One thing I like is that the touchscreen on this model lets you either press the screen for controls or there's redundant hard keys below it, which is a nice feature. A new feature for 2013 is the IntelliLink entertainment system, which allows you to connect a smartphone with an internet radio app like Pandora to it and then control that app through the controls up here. One of the Terrain's big highlights is its roomy back seat, which is among the most spacious in the mid-size category. The bench slides forward and backward as one piece, and the backrest is split 60-40, and with the seat all the way slid back, there's as much legroom back here for adults as you'd find in a long wheelbase full-size sedan. The cargo area measures 31.1 cubic feet, and that's about the same size as what you're going to find in an Edge or Murano. When you fold the back seat down, it increases to 63.9 feet, and I like that GMC includes this cover here, which is nice because of that sliding seat. It covers the space that otherwise cargo could fall into. If you take the new Denali version, the new optional V6, all-wheel drive, and some options like a touchscreen navigation system, this crossover tops $40,000, which is a hefty sum, but similar to what upscale versions of the competition go for. I like the new V6 a lot, but I wish GMC had done more with the Denali to separate it from some of the other Highline trims.
For more car-related news, go to Cars.com or our blog, KickingTires.net.